Live your passion.
You can be anything you want. You can achieve it if you just believe. Take you to a place you can be yourself. If your passion, yeah.
Video editors assemble recorded video footage into a suitable finished product ready for broadcast and screening. Putting together footage, dialogue, sound effects, graphics and special effects, they use digital editing software in building video sequences that are seamless and flow logically in conveying a message to an audience. Meet video editor Lila Swanepoel, who owns her own production company. This is her story.
You can be anything you want. You can achieve it if you just believe. Take you to a place you can be yourself. If your passion, yeah.
Born in Windhoek, Lila fell in love with cinematography at a very young age. Although she spent most of her time with her grandparents on their farm in the Hockveld area near Okahandja, watching movies was her favorite pastime, and she knew that making movies was what she wanted to do in life.
Haar doopnaam is Cornelia, maar sy kon dit nie sê toe sy klein was nie, so sy het haarself Lila genoem.
Although Lila's mother, Marika, harbored hopes that sending her to South Africa's Northern Cape province to complete her secondary education at Uppington's Daneveld High School would make her relinquish this dream and opt for something more viable and worthwhile instead, Lila, upon her return to Namibia, remained steadfast.
En toe het Lila vir 'n jaar lank horisontaal op my bank gelê en TV gekyk. En toe die jaar om is, toe sê sy vir my mamma, dit is nog steeds wat ek wil doen. Toe het ek haar Pretoria Technikon toegestuur en ja, sy het 3 jaar met lof voltooi en ja, daarvan af doen sy maar dit wat sy die liefste voor is.
I think Lila always knew that she wanted to be in the film industry. I don't think there was ever any doubt. We couldn't understand why she wanted. She spent every spare minute on the couch watching telly. She was picking up tips.
Lila felt right at home at the Tshwane University of Technology, where she studied under renowned South Africa filmmaker Katinka Haynes. Today, with nearly 2 decades of experience behind her back, she is considered by production houses as one of the best Namibia has to offer, having worked on the 2005 blockbuster Lord of War, starring Nicolas Cage, and of which parts were shot in Cape Town, and more recently Mad Max Fury Road, featuring Tom Hardy, which was shot here in Namibia in 2015.
A video editor manipulates moving images to either entertain or inform any specific audience. I do multi-purpose editing by using high-end editing software. Video editing is not a single step in the production process. It's a myriad of tasks and choices combined together to create a compelling story. A successful video editor understands the process and knows exactly when to implement each technique.
The production of a video is a collaborative process, and editing is the point at which all the preceding work comes together as a unified whole, integrating all the input, footage, sound, graphics and music to create the ultimate vision. Lila's job is just the final step in a long, complicated process.
To explain the editing process a bit, it's almost like cooking. So you've got all these ingredients and you have to add everything together and understand the process to create this amazing meal. I think it's important to know that we just don't go out and shoot and then there you have your final product. It's a lot of cleaning up and fixing and adding the music and adding the voiceover and then only you start to create your end product, and then you have it. So it's a lot of processes involved, and you have to understand the process, and you have to be able to put the sequences together in the correct order to create your final masterpiece.
A good video editor not only possesses a mixture of practical and creative skills, but a good sense of visual awareness and a high level of attention to detail. The technically savvy Lila ticks all the boxes in working under pressure and meeting tight deadlines in a cutthroat production environment.
So, for instance, I did the current president's election campaign, and then obviously I had the best spot for the inauguration. Okay, so exactly that. So you can't reshoot moments like that. So you have to be very careful to not lose your card or to copy it immediately.
She has a lot of respect for and love for Namibia, and respect and love for the people of Namibia, and I think that comes through in her work. It's the small, sort of those kind of small details and textures and smiles and that sort of thing that you pick up from the stuff that she shoots. And I think she's flexible, but she has a good idea of what she wants in the end. So yeah, it's pretty amazing to see where she starts and kind of, you know, what the end product is.
The epic rise of digital media and marketing allows many corporates today to share their brands on different digital platforms. This development has not only changed the face of video editing, but speaks volumes about future employment prospects for this occupation in a world where video is leading the way.
I think one of the challenges that a video editor faces is the omnipresence of social media. Has meant that you have to convey a very, very strong message in a very short period of time. The multitude of media that people have been exposed to makes them very spoiled for choice. I think the goal of an editor is to find the right hook and to still be able to communicate the message in a very original manner and still stay true to the brand of your client. I can only speak for Namibia. I think what's happening at the moment, and I've been back from South Africa for about 7 or 8 years now, and there's a definite huge shift happening. There's definitely companies that's consolidating the industry, like smaller production companies like myself, and I think for myself, I have a very definite niche that I just now have to place myself somewhere in the market.
Her work on commercials for the Sun International Group, Panasonic, Coca-Cola, BMW, Samsung and MTC have brought her much acclaim. Her other awards include Best Production Design and Best Music Video Director from the Namibian Theatre and Film Awards in 2014 and 2017, respectively.
It's been amazing to watch her growth, and she's gone it alone, and it's been tough. But I think Lila is incredibly professional, and she is a perfectionist. She knows what she wants, and I think she does a very good job. Yay! Yeah, I really do.
You can be anything you want. You can achieve it if you just believe. Take you to a place you can be your true self. Live your passion, yeah.
Having her own production company allows Lila the creative freedom to excel and blaze trails in an industry still dominated by men. In keeping the creative juices flowing, she makes it a point to travel often and to broaden her horizons in terms of new technological developments.
I feel that in Namibia, I would really like to encourage female filmmakers to step up and to really live their passion. I can say that it is still a very male-dominated profession, but I also do see, and I'm very excited about it, the amount of young female filmmakers that is coming up. And I would just do it, you know, just go for it. If you're passionate about it, you will always succeed. I mean, you can see on my face how happy it makes me. I really, really love video editing. I mean, there's nothing better for me to create something out of an idea or a dream or something completely far-fetched, and to share that with people. I mean, you also go through the stages where you go like, oh, no, yes, no, will it work, will it not? But the feeling that you get when you've created whatever you've created and it's yours and you can share it with people, it makes me so happy. So it's just for me to be able to create and to be able to share how I perceive the world. That makes me very, very happy.
Video editing can be physically and emotionally taxing. Editors spend most of their time in dark rooms in order to best view the images that have been captured for a project. Lila often works into the late morning hours as the pressure to meet deadlines is ever present.
I think it's a matter of getting into a complete zone of focus and a complete zone of creativity, and it's a lot to do with your mind, but also your what you feel, so your passion about the specific project. I think it's a very personal process, and I really just love to create that piece of work. And just to be in such a zone that, you know, I don't even want to get up and do anything else. Maybe a coffee. For me, it's such a personal and intense process because you are still adding a piece of yourself to your work. So, I mean, that's my passion and I love it.
Lila Swanepoel, a creative, multi-skilled and trailblazer. Her single-minded focus teaches us that creativity is less about talent and more about attitude. That true passion not only unleashes creativity, but can also help in instilling it as a habit. That the best creativity is often the result of passion and good work habits. She is living her passion. Live Your Passion is supported by the European Union.